All right, guys, we're back off the start grid for the next 2-hour endurance race, and this is going to be as exciting as the first one we already did. You have all the lists ready, but you know what? I don't need the list.
I know.
I don't need the list. I know the guys in the front row, and it's unbelievable. I see those guys. And I'm talking about the rookies, not the Artyom's. Artyom's Kozlomazashvili.
And Artyom Kozlomazashvili is going to be from the pole position, so just
Exactly.
You know.
So yeah, that's. I mean, he's happy for it. We'll speak to him. But obviously, the guy starting from second position, from the first row. A little like inside story. Both of them rookies in circuit racing, so they never have done anything like this before. They're scared as a rookie can be. I spoke to them earlier before.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. I met them in the paddock, so I spoke to both of them, and they're scared, like really proper scared. And obviously, I can understand. I can relate. I've been like in racing. Like I remember my first times in every racing. But the point is, they know stuff about cars and how to handle them.
Okay.
That's good news. One of them is actually.
Needed.
One of them is actually Bruno. He's a rallycross driver in supercars. That's 600 horsepower in that four-wheel drive. He knows how to handle cars, you know. He just started rallying as well, just to gain some experience.
Yeah.
The other guy, Carlos, meanwhile, he actually only last year, I think, he started in rallying in amateur level, just like
beginner.
with a car that has less horsepower than my regular daily drivers.
Okay.
Yeah, and this year Carlos started the sort of professional rally, if you can call professional rallying in Latvia, but with a proper super powerful BMW.
3 to 5, the one you love.
Yes, exactly. So with the proper E36 one.
Okay.
Yeah, and so and this is just a learning curve for them, both of them. The circuit racing, as we all know, is like the basics of all racing. Like, why do racing drivers start with go-karts? Do you know?
It's like first step, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
easiest
So
way.
that shows you
Achievable
Exactly.
moment.
So that shows you that that's the spot where in asphalt, in tarmac, in circuit racing, they start with basic things. In
Yeah.
rallying or whatever you choose afterwards, it's braking, it's accelerating, it's the lines you choose to tread to. So
yeah.
that's really important. But they've done it the other way around. They started with what they love and now switch to the circuit racing, which is weird, but it's still really, really cool. So we'll see them in a bit. They're taking their time, obviously.
Yeah.
Just last preparations.
Like you said, they are stressed, right?
Exactly.
So they have to gather together.
Yes,
So
yes,
prepare
yes.
for it. And well, actually, it's quite a challenge to start here. I mean, in the first
Yeah, I
line.
mean, if you-
And you have quite a grid here, so like
Yes.
24 teams.
Yes.
Whoa!
I mean-
I'm stressed for them as well.
I mean,
now.
if you're a rookie and you start from the back, you understand that's where you're supposed to be, right?
You are seeing other lines, how they are
You
going.
try to
and-
follow them,
Exactly.
learn something. Now they have to lead the pack, which is, I think, even more scarier. I wonder how late will they show up, but we still have time. I mean, we have still
I hope they will show up.
3 minutes before the start of the race, guys. So yeah, for those of you that just joined us, which is, we would be pretty weird because we've been live the whole day, but for those of you that joined us, this is the Baltic Touring Car Championship Round 2 in Riga, Latvia, and the legendary BaTCC racetrack, which has history for decades and decades of circuit racing, but not only circuit racing. It's a beautiful built-in rallycross track here, and also the World Rally Championship event was happening here and will be, I think, in a few years now from this point. So we'll see how it goes. Of course, it's circuit racing weekend here. It's the Riga, I think, one of the greatest events in circuit racing in Latvia, of course. And I think
That's the best event to start the summer. I mean,
Definitely.
that's the festival of all.
Of course, and also we have the grid, like total amount of drivers, the entries this weekend. I think around 150 entries.
Over 100.
Over.
It's like 160 something.
It's unbelievable. It's
61. Ramūnas Šepkauskas would be that.
because he actually entered the last minute, and they allowed him to race, which is perfect.
Without practicing anything.
Exactly.
It's
Oh, I mean, Rumunas doesn't need a practice in BaTCC.
No.
No.
It's like home track for him.
Exactly.
All of
Yeah.
them, all 3 tracks, is like home track.
I think there was a joker saying about practicing. Only the weak and not confident drivers have practice. The rest of them just put on
For
gloves
good
and go.
Ones, there's a need. For
Yeah.
bad ones, there's a help.
Okay, that's a good one. All right, let's have a chat with the guys. Artyom Kozlomazashvili. We have chatted with him actually throughout the day. Artyom is in P1 from pole position. He's ready to go.
These guys.
Yeah, so there we are. Carlos Denit is behind the steering wheel of this beautiful BMW. By the way, they have just purchased the car a few weeks back.
Oh,
So this
okay.
is brand new, everything for him.
Okay.
And obviously, Carlos is getting ready. Now, dude, tell me, what is going through your head before the start of this race?
Well, this is quite different from a rally stage. There are other cars next to me. Feels weird.
All right. I mean, you've seen some things in your racing career already. You've been quite fast in rally stages. Why do you need to be fast in the circuit racing? Because you're in first row. You're starting from P2. That already proves something.
Well, I qualified in DeWALT, so I'm kind of used to low traction surfaces, you know?
Okay. So that was the key, all right?
Yep, very much so. I feel like if it would have been dry, no chance of being here.
All right. I mean, okay. All right, but then the conditions right now are semi-slippery. It's still wet out there, but it's drying fast because of the temperature out there and everything. So what do you think? What is it going to be?
I think it's gonna be fun. I'm in my comfort zone. This surface is where I belong.
All right. I will not torture anymore. I wish you the best debut possible in the circuit racing. Of course, Bruno will be replacing you after almost 1 hour. So you have plenty of time out there enjoying yourself. So that's my suggestion. Just enjoy yourself and have fun.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, fingers crossed, my man. Cheers. That's Carlos Zenit. Bruno Bumbelix is going to be in the next stint, obviously. Now, I'll give you the honors. We have plenty of more time and plenty of riders.
Yeah, and we have another guy will be going alone. Osmo Racing. Is that true that you'll be going one by himself? Is it true that you're going alone?
Yes,
Okay. Are you ready?
of course, always ready.
Wasn't scared after the first 2-hour race, seeing rain and changing conditions and everything here?
Not the first rodeo for me.
Okay, have fun, okay? You see, that's the thing about these guys. They're prepared for 2-hour race. Yeah, like, come on.
He's ready.
I'm alone.
I mean,
Why?
I mean-
and also we have this Latvian guy is also running by himself. At least I saw him in the list.
Yeah. I mean, what is a 2-hour drive? From here to some city in Lithuania, it's 2-hour drive, so that's pretty much...
From here to Panevėžys.
There you go. So we can drive to Panevėžys, that's not a problem.
Cruising, right?
yeah, all right. We have both Daugavinch in the car. By the way, we saw that car being fixed just right before the race.
They were checking the wheels and everything.
And it was all hectic. I had a chat with Dirts Daugavinch right before they went out, and he said, yeah, they've had a nightmare of a preparation for the race, but obviously the car is on grid, which means they got it sorted. Hopefully they got it sorted. So we finger crossed that they do well, of course, as well as rest of the teams. We're cheering for everybody. We don't have favorites, right?
No.
Except Carl Zenit. He's my favorite. I'm sorry. That's a personal thing.
Dude.
Shout out to Martin Zenit, by the way. Martin, if you're watching, you know it well, right?
You are watched.
All right, we are getting ready for the race start of the 2-hour endurance race for the...
And let's hope it was going to be clean and smooth for the guys. So.
Yeah. But something tells me there's still going to be a lot of action, a lot of drama, because it's slippery out there. It still is.
Yeah, and it was long day till the start, so adrenaline kicks in, right?
Yeah.
Stress kicks in, right?
Yeah, and there's only one way to find out. Let's get racing.
So yes, let's go racing. We have 24 cars on the track and 2 BMWs in the front row. Number 17, Artyom Koslamazashvili, is standing on the pole position, and as you could hear from the interview, newcomers, number 71, Baltic Motorsport Promotion drivers Carlos Zenit is starting their Cup Class BMW. And then for the next rows, second row, number 25, Daugavinch Racing, father and son Daugavinch driving that car. And then in P4 is Maxim Avdenkov starting driving alone in this Honda Civic. Then third row, number 72, Rode Racing. This should be a BMW, I suspect. Yes, it should, but I can't find who is going to drive it. There is a little bit misunderstanding here. Anyway, now you see already row 8, row 9, several Estonian teams there as well. And Binny Racing number 7, it's actually Brynjolfur Torkelsson driving alone this turbo class BMW. Almost certainly the track will not dry out because it's quite late in the evening now. Although rain is not falling anymore, but there is no sun and the wind is not that strong as well. Plus the temperatures has dropped, so almost certainly, especially in these parts of track in the forest, it will be slippery. Maybe here on the main straight it will be a little bit better. For sure, a dry line will form here, but the full width of main straight is not going to dry out. That's I'm almost sure. So, and Pablo has arrived, and he probably can tell us who is going to start which car. We have several drivers driving alone. Maxim Avdekov in number 24, Brynjolfur Torkelsson in number 7, Artem Botslamazashvili in number 17, Matis Malinovskis in number 41, Kaspar Smamons in number 80, Richard Shubetskis in number 335. Actually, it is his last year championship car. Then Sandis Laube in number 6. He has borrowed another car. You remember him rolling several times during the sprint race. Then Artur Danilevskis in his old true friend Peugeot 206. He preferred it over BMW. And that's all about drivers who are racing alone without changing.
At least, yes, I know a couple drivers from the first position and VIP tuning team car number 17. And as my colleague told, it's about Konchila Mazashvili car. So car number 71, in this case it's Karlis Zenitis. I've just met his father, so at least I know about it. Then car number 25, in this case it's Emils Daugavinch. Then car number 2, or maybe not 2, and 20, something like this, Osmo Racing Team. So
24.
Car number 24.
And Maxim Avdekov is running it solely.
So then car number 72. We have this number. A lot of different numbers.
And I'm really in trouble to tell who is running car number 72. Roda Racing, but
yes, for me it's really hard to say. Yes, in this case the same idea. But anyway, I think that we can see a couple drivers, and after who will be in the car. At least I know about Auto Class Elite car number 96. It must be Kastitas Wolbekas first car, or first driver in this car. So
everything ready for the start.
Yes, at least we need to start.
Slamazashvili in the pole position and Karlis Zenitis next to him, but Zenitis told that these conditions is exactly what he is used to as a rally driver, but Maxim Avdekov jumps them both, no, at least Zenitis. So Zenitis is back in third. Emils Daugavinch behind him in third, but let's see what happens next.
You know, nice to see a couple youngsters on positions number 2 and 3.
Yeah.
From the beginning of this race.
Slippery track flag is shown.
But at least better conditions than it was before, you know.
Yeah, there is some standing water, but not that bad. as it was about 1 hour or a little bit more ago. So the main thing is to survive the first lap, because it's 2-hour race. Actually, time to go 1:51 is not correct. It's 1:59 now, exactly according to official timing screen. Something, there is some glitch.
Couple of
Correct
minutes
it.
against each other from Polish drivers.
Yeah, there are a lot of minis, as we saw, and that is Richard Szubecki's on the right side of the track, number 335. Ragnar Simulan drove it in sprint races, and as I told, it's Szubecki's last year championship car. So probably best car in that class at all. And Szubecki's, he's a fast driver. Let's see how high up he can climb. But meanwhile, Karlis Zenitis, Kotsla Mazashvili, then
And already 3 points, okay, 2.6 seconds this gap.
Avdeyakov and Zenitis, they have pulled away from models. Actually, it's more precise to say that Kotsla Mazashvili has pulled away from Avdeyakov and Zenitis, and they in turn have pulled away from everybody else. But yeah, let's see, it's very, very early stages of now that, no, its time is right. So on the time screen it was wrong time. Anyway, it's
Okay,
one,
so
yeah, I think the start was delayed a little bit, and that's to have a finish at the right time.
And Stuart decided to collect that first lap with safety car, or no?
No,
Okay.
there wasn't safety car. Anyway,
Yes,
I think
yeah.
it's because 21:30 must be the finish, and that's it. So little bit less than 2 hours, but hopefully it doesn't change anything. So let's see, 411. Emilio Ulvidaite drove this car in
And it's
sprints, but I
her
can't
turn.
find-
Patricia will be next in this car. Patricia Wartseite. At least I know about it. So Emilia, first driver in this car.
Yeah. Emilio Ulvidaite and Patricia Warzaite, only female crew on
Even
this.
couple of female crews we have for
we
this
have,
race.
Yeah, actually we have Autokas Liita ladies, also 2 lady drivers, Liveta Tsekhanauskaite and Deimante Volbekaite. But here, Karlis Zenitis in BMW number 71 is keeping pressure on Maxim Avdeyakov, and I think he went for the move. We didn't see what happened next. And Zenitis emerged in front of Avdeyakov. Did they collide? There was, I think, I saw grass on the Avdeyakov's car. And that is Sandis Laube. In borrowed car, he rode his own during the last sprint race in the spectacular fashion. And this is one Estonian crew, number 47. There is a lack of Estonians in this series, but at least
But actually,
think,
I didn't know
I
it's
think-
March or Maid behind the wheel, because they started quite, a little bit for the distance. Yes, I didn't know about 3 different crews, because it's, a quite long starting grid. But anyway, maybe we will find out. So, next battle or another part of the racetrack.
this is Brynjar Torkelsson in Turbo Cup BMW. He should climb some positions, should be faster than those minis around him. Just he needs to find some confidence.
New challenge for him.
Yeah,
I
and
don't remember, but I don't think that he was in the same race in Kaunas event.
I think he wasn't.
Yes, for me the same.
Yeah, but once you have come here, why not We have raced just 3 times 20 minutes. I think the one race was
Yes.
shortened. So if you come here,
And he lost his partner anyway.
yeah, have a full go. Enjoy it. So Torkelsson is making good progress. Binny Racing is currently in 9th position. It's Torkelsson personally, and he started and overtaking another car. It was LDV Racing Team, I think, Lelde Jukamäe, and no, it's Emil Tjakrinš at the wheel of that Honda Civic Coupe. So Torkelsson overtook him. Now there is a bunch of minis, and that car number 80, you notice that this is BMW E91, yeah, wagon. So it's wagon body, and even more interesting is that our today's trackside commentator, Karlis Osolins, was the first driver. Drove 3 years that car in the Baltic Series. And I asked him about what the difference is about aerodynamics and about the weight. So I was a little bit surprised. He knew that aerodynamically there was no difference with saloons and coupes. Maybe in the sense that he gave a little bit better slipstream to cars behind this. Yeah, that was close. But on the other side, he knew that this wagon actually is lighter than coupes and saloons. That was surprising. But
interesting.
If he tells so, it should be.
Maybe manufacturer worked about with this car.
You know, it's with production cars which are for the street. It's different things. You will have different.
But
things.
it's useful space.
Yeah.
For some things that you can just take to the hood.
And
Okay.
here comes BMW against 2 minis, which actually also BMWs.
Yes, all BMW places on this track. Okay, so
Oh,
car
and
number
that is one
not
of
BMW.
Estonian teams in the wall. In which part very early end for the race, and I suspect, yeah, that is full course yellow.
Okay.
Full course yellow just after about 10 minutes of running. But of course you can't make your compulsory pit stop now, so again this changes nothing. Because in the first part of the track, but where exactly I'm not able to say. Yeah, not a good beginning.
But for this moment we have one, of course, leader of Artyom Skochlamazashvili. We talked a lot about this driver, of course, today in times of BMW Turbo Cup, because I was just only one driver from top drivers who still without victories in this category, but it's a good idea try to finish this day, this weekend in high spot, and why not to try to do it in 2 hours race.
Yes, he's leading this race, and the lead before the yellow flag was about 10 seconds in front of car number 71, Baltic Motorsport Promotion BMW, driven by Karlis Denitis. Actually, the leading group is going past us on the main straight right now, and they're all very much together. And Brynjolfur Torkelsson, or Binny Racing Team, has climbed to 8th already. Yes, he passed number 27 Honda Civic LDV Racing Team, and after that he's really in 8th, and they're quite close together from 3rd place down to 8th. And the interesting fact is also that in 3rd place there is car number 335. It is Richard Shubetskis AS Motorsport Jurmala. And looking at the starting crew, where the starting grid, where did he start from? Last row.
Again, looks like these qualifying sessions meant nothing in this case of these powerful cars with great drivers like Chapkauskas a little bit earlier. Right now we can see
In these
another
conditions,
driver.
yeah,
Yes.
it's a little bit different. If it was dry, I think Shubetskis would anyway climb up, maybe not that quickly, but he
Anyway, heat of minis.
yeah. But he knows this track very well, so I'm not wondering.
Today it's
I'm
a
not
really
surprised.
big advantage
Yeah.
for our drivers. And of course, really big advantage has right now Artyom's, because it's almost 30 seconds. And he wasn't so quick for last couple laps.
That is something wrong with Kotsila Mazashvili, because his lap was 2:07 and all
Okay.
the others are doing lap in about 2:30. So
Very strange.
maybe he was.
At what time we saw a yellow flag
It-
of?
It's quite easy to calculate. If you have to go 60 kilometers per hour, so you go 1 kilometer in 1 minute.
Okay.
So if you really go 60 kilometers per hour, your lap time must be over 3 minutes. Everybody's going too fast, I would say.
Yes. Because
that-
it's
but
about
that-
yes,
but- yeah.
because all full course yellow. It's not about just from the beginning of the lap, and then some point of the lap for one driver or another one. So okay, but
So are we green again?
by the way, 21 positions gained car number 335.
No, the
In
flatbed
this
was
case.
still on the track, and it was, I think, after Motor Museum was the place where Yaris number 47 went out. And there is quite a strange train has been created, because now all those cars are running on the same speed. But certainly, if trains like this form, it means that first car is going quite slow, and all the others are catching him. Actually,
But we can see our leader.
yeah, but leader has a lead of.
Oh, but it's not 30 seconds. Oh yes, it's some like 7 seconds.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't know what happened in between.
Okay, so at least we try. The driver tries to push his car.
No, there is also
Yes.
already pulled onto the flatbed. I think the winch was already connected. It takes some more minutes. But now top 9, except Kotsila Mazashvili in P1 are almost together. And really now their lap times are
Yes,
over
237, 340, some
yeah,
like
yeah, that's
real
normal
pace,
speed.
yes,
Yeah.
like 60 kilometers per hour.
And everybody's together. So it certainly means that somebody was not going 60. But on the other hand, it's not bad when they are all in one long train. It's as a new start.
Yes, we can see another rolling start.
But one by one this time. Not in two file like they are at the regular start.
By the way, we have another Estonian crew in that Toyota Corolla.
Yeah, here we are.
Legendary car, of course.
Yeah, that's actually, they were a few years ago, they were Baltic champion, endurance champion in 2-liter class with the very same car,
Okay.
1600 cc. But their benefit was that they finished all the time, while other cars tended to break down.
Sometimes it's very useful skill,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
just to finish.
Yeah.
without
And
any
usually
big accidents.
they not only usually finished, but as all the other cars dropped out, they usually even won.
Okay.
So if my memory serves me correctly, they took the title already one round to go.
That's a massive.
Yeah, but that car is definitely a Baltic Endurance champion in 2-liter class. So here we go, 1 hour and 36 minutes to go and just 6 laps completed, 7th is on the way.
Anyways, that car was really cars. Toyota Corolla were quite legendary in the rally series.
Yeah, exactly the same body shape.
Yes, and the same colors him, you know.
Yeah,
I think the same car was for Marco Martin at the beginning of his career.
yeah.
In the top
yeah,
level, of
yeah.
course.
He drove Toyota Corollas, that's true.
So from this side point of view, of course, from bird eye, we can see 2 last corners of the track.
Yeah, and Motor Museum is on the very upper part. Now it's not visible anymore, but it flashed there for a moment. In the case you hear this voice or sound or noise, it came from Richard Schubetsky's car, which is currently in 4th. And another view. So you can see that Pikkiniemi nowadays actually is in the middle of the city. But when the building construction started in 1960s, it was far out from the city.
It's just Pikkiniemi Forest, I think.
Yeah, this the same forest where the track runs, but there were just a few small houses around. Now you could see that big apartment houses, blocks of them, all around.
Another rallycross section
Yeah.
here. And of course, opposite direction from our cars.
The yellow flag still out, but we saw already that flatbed car with that Toyota number 47 was on the move, I guess. So, and yes, that's green. Race is underway again, and Schubetsky's used the situation and jumped off the for 3rd.
You know, I wanted to see these 2 different generations of BMW in the top. It's really nice to understand who will be better. And we have this opportunity, of course. Maybe past generations. But of course, let's see. Against new turbo cars.
In these conditions, the old one may be even a little bit better. But let's see. Schubetsky is, of course, a very good driver. On the other hand, Carlis Denitis said that these conditions is where he feels at home. Really, he's still in 2nd, but I suspect, yeah, he's still second, but Schubetsky was already going for an overtaking maneuver, and
yes, I think
Schubetsky will be in front of Zenitis after turn 2.
Because I think that Carl is quite good young, of course, driver, but he just began, you know, this season. His rallying activity in the top level of Baltic Rally Championship. So, of course, it's hard to compare his experience against another driver.
And the interesting question will be if Schubetsky will be able to catch Kotlamazashvili.
Oh, yes.
And I tend to think he will catch.
For me, it's right now it's the main battle in the future, of course.
For the lead, for the overall lead.
For the overall lead, and with 2 different body from the BMW cars. Again, Toyota Corolla against Minis.
In between 2 Minis.
And as I know, it's Aaron Vola time to drive.
Yeah, he should be the first one.
Oh,
Oh, that's Emil Tjakrin who went into the gravel at hospital turn. Yes. Can he get back? Yeah, he could. Fortunately, he get back to the tarmac again, but it shows how slippery it is, especially in that part of the track.
and
So minis against BMWs, then some Hondas, Honda S2000.
you know, it's pretty comfortable situation for Kaspar Smamans and his BMW wagon car.
So talking about lap times, last time around Artyom Kotslamazashvili was half a second faster than Richard Shubetskis, but Shubetskis I think performed 2 overtaking maneuvers during that lap.
Yes,
So it's not free, was not free track for him, but let's see what happens next. Again, Shubetskis was last year Baltic champion. Again, some visit to the gravel. It was Radoslav Kierznovsky in mini number 48. Lost 1 position as a result.
so it's time to catch him, this BMW wagon driver, Kaspar Smamans.
And Shubetskis has gained 22 positions. He started
Amazing.
from the last row in 24th. Now he's second. And let's see when this lap will be completed.
The fastest time from Kotslamazashvili.
Yeah, it's
Right
you
now.
can expect him as a from a leader.
The same pace, almost the same pace that it was
And
like before.
Yeah, now
And from Shubetskis, he's right now the same time, yes, 1:43.4.
now Shubetskis
Oh yes,
even faster,
yes,
even
he's
faster, but
faster.
just by 14 thousandths of a second, so more or less the same pace. And Maxim Avdeekov in that is huge battle. They have changed positions. Avdeekov and Zenitis
Zenit is right now
back in third.
third place.
But this long train of cars. Positions 8, 9, 10 and 11. It is number 72 Road Racing. Meanwhile, number 80 Degviela Motorsport overtook number 48 Radoslav Kierznovsky. And Kaslita Racing Honda, number 96, and number 10 Mini Antoni Derebetsky. Is he at the wheel or his co-driver? Number 10 car.
For this driver, I don't know.
Okay, so we
So one of
have
four
no
different
information. But anyway, Antoni Derebetsky is the entrant for this car, so let's assume that he's driving this. Anyway,
At least like team owner.
yeah. Antoni Derebetsky and Sebastian Grabias are the drivers, but we have no slightest idea who is going to drive the first stint and who is going to do the second one. So, Kotslamazashvili versus Shubetskis, and Shubetskis was again faster, this time by 3/10. But the gap is 3.5 seconds, so in this rate, he barely will catch Kotslamazashvili towards the end of his stint.
These two drivers have all time of the world, almost 2 hours of this race. Of
But
course,
they will have pit stop in the middle as well.
yes, pit stop, but without drivers changes.
Yeah, but they must step out of the car.
Yes, but the same driver for the next
Yeah,
part. So yes, it's a battle or duel. It could be for all race.
Actually, looking at the top now, number 24 Osmo Racing has lost one more place to number 411 ladies BMW. But I wanted to. Oh, that is Mini at the exit road.
Radoslav Kierznovsky.
Yeah,
number
and
48.
swap the ends under braking. So he was, Kierznovsky was in quite good position just a few laps ago. Now
A hit of that BMW wagon, as I remember.
Yeah.
Car number 80.
and he lost 2 positions when 2 BMWs went by, and now we didn't see, was it his mistake or was somebody else
Quite tricky
involved?
corner
Yeah, it
for
is.
these cars, for
Yeah.
mini cars and
For whatever
another
reason,
front
yes.
wheel drive.
Wow, and now full second faster time for
2.6. Just 2.6.
Shubetskis is flying. Shubetskis is flying in when he can keep this. Oh, and this is
Another car Honda
end
this
of,
time.
and this car is on fire, and it is almost certainly another yellow flag.
Some like
on full-
exhaust system. Or where is it?
It is under the car.
Oh,
And Velda Jukama, Emilis Jakric is currently in this Honda Civic.
2 Hondas, double
Ah.
trouble.
And 1 Mini in trouble as well.
Oh.
So he can switch on the extinguisher, but if the fire is on the car, he can do.
And it is Maximov Dienkov, so
So
he was in the
yeah.
top, you know.
So
And,
Avdejenko is
it's-
working with the extinguisher. It should be over for now, but I suspect there will be another full course yellow, because how on earth can they evacuate this car? But until now it is no changes, race is going on. And Daugavin's car is in the pits, we can tell you. That car was hastily repaired after sprint races. Now here is the situation with Avdejenkov. It's again in Motor Museum. It's quite dangerous section actually. Cars are going very quickly there. But no sign of full course yellow, only local yellows. But
Emilis
what
Jakric
is this?
at the same time on the pit stop too.
What is this? How come that number 71 is now the leader? Maybe he drove on full speed through that section. That's only explanation I can have.
I don't have any explanations because it's impossible.
It's
To
impossible.
find
He was
20 seconds?
He was third and firmly in third. But Shubetskis is in the pits. If we can believe the
What about tires?
tires are round
Because
and black.
At the beginning it maybe it...
No, those cars,
about
BMW Cup cars has
The
only
same
one
tires,
one
okay.
sort of tires.
Okay.
They can't have any other mix. But yes,
But we can see some, you know,
Lelde Jukama and
some
David
work
Jakric,
with
they
with
where
wheels,
off.
as
They
you
went
can
off.
see.
So there
Yes,
is
but-
probably some crash damage. So all kind of drama.
But as you can see, yes, they try to
But
change the wheels.
this is BTC one car. They can change tires on that car. And if I noticed correctly, these tires which they took off were wet tires. Probably they are putting slicks on because we see in front of us that there is certainly a quite wide dry line here on the main straight. How on earth number 71 took the lead? I'm not sure if it's on lead.
The same we
And
need to see
yeah,
this car.
Shubetskis is standing, you can see in the middle of the picture.
Yes, looks the same car as from Ragnar's. Yes,
Yeah,
George.
that it
the
is,
same car
yeah.
because of the same number.
But
Okay, we are live?
I
Are we
suspect
live?
from this.
We've been live for 12 hours, I think, already. All right, there's some drama going on here in the paddock, of course. And just as soon as I wanted to take an interview with the guys, they have an issue with the car, obviously. That's Richard Subetskis. There's oil in the track. Turns out there's oil in the track. Something tells me it has something to do with the Daugovic car, because they had an issue. They had a leak in oil, and now, oof. This guy's gonna come into the pit, so we should actually move, and then we'll have a chat, of course. Richard, can we have a quick chat? Yeah, just quick. Tell us what's going on in the paddock. Why is there such a drama at the moment?
Honda's engine blew. We were coming, I was catching up the Artyom's. Very good speed, but we were braking at the Kino Studios Likums, and he braked. He was like so far ahead of me when I saw that he's going off the track, I was already braking, so I had no other choice. If I would went forward, I would hit him, so I tried to steer in, but hit the outside tires. But at least the hit was only cosmetical, and of course the steering rod, but there's no point to continue now because the repairs should be longer than I will catch anything back.
Man,
The car would be fixed, but there's no chance to risk it anymore, so it is how it is, and that's racing, and it can happen to everyone, so
True.
unfortunately it's us now. So
I mean, first of all, hats off for you, for a good judgment. You would have ruined Artyom's race as well if you wouldn't react quickly.
yeah, I was ruined my front car and his whole rear end, so there was no other choice than to hit the tires this time.
All right, man, this is racing. This is as bad as it gets, but we'll get them that time. Yeah. All right, so you heard the man. That was almost an incident. Well, almost, because Richards didn't actually hit Artyom Mazashvili car, but he did hit. And you can see the side of the car, the left side of the car, all the damage that is there. There's even a window broken over here. The fender, the door, everything is bent. So you can see the impact has been quite heavy. As he said, the wheel alignment of the car is basically ruined. There's no way they can manage to fix it on time and get back on track. So unfortunate for the Latvian team, but rest of the pack are still out there and still racing, and we are actually waiting for them to come to the pit lane, to the pit stops, because obviously the pit window is going to be open. There are some teams already gearing up for the driver change. So we'll see. Oh, there's a safety car again in the track. So it's just pure drama all the way through the Baltic Touring Car Championship round 2 here in Bitjanegi. So well, for now we'll get back to you, Thomas and Pablo, to commentary booth, and then we'll see what happens in the pit lane.
Yes, safety car is out. And it's, I guess, because of that oil on the track, not only car. Car is a smaller part of the problem. But I think the oil on track, which almost caused that could have been very hefty crash, which Richard Subetskis managed to avoid. But it was the reason why number 71 BMW took the lead. Here they go, in front of number 17. And with one...
It's still not time for green flag, definitely.
Yeah, safety car is out. It's not green flag, yeah, for sure. Because if safety car is out, you can't overtake it. So you can't overtake anybody. Safety car basically means full track yellow and moving on reduced speed and in one convoy. So number 411 BMW.
So this is place for, of course, yellow and orange.
It's the hospital turn, and in the next turn, I think from here on, the oil may be on the track because they only noticed it when they start braking to the next turn. cinema or Kino Studio, and this is Maxim Audekov's Honda towed back to the pits, but so it's all right to this car, but what is going to happen with the oil on the track, especially when the track is wet and oil is on there? It's worse than ice.
Yes.
But remains to be seen when safety car arrives.
At least again we slowed this race and we can see a lot of cars.
But 6 minutes, in 6 minutes the pit window will open, so I assume that safety car will leave the track earlier. The lights are still on, it means they will do one more lap. So if they do it in 3:30,
And 17 cars
yeah.
this train. Okay, with 17
There
cars.
are
Yes,
some,
it was another train.
some more, yeah. So 20.
It's another train.
Yeah.
Fast train.
So yes, safety car is going to another lap.
Yes, still on the track.
And it means if this will be the final safety car lap, it means that 112 or 111 something remains, so they must do at least one lap before they can come in. So probably no
I can
No
see
benefit.
physically 25 car number 25 on third spot, but it's I think one lap down.
it will be Daugavins even more laps down, I guess.
More,
Daugavins is shown, one lap, 2 laps down.
even 2 laps.
Yeah.
Yes. So he's physically third, but of course it's not his position.
And number 6 car is certainly not in fourth as well. So there are two back markers between second and third car. That lady's BMW number 411. Emilia Ulvidaite is at the wheel of that car currently. And this car caused...
As I remember, it was quite a hard crash for her in Kaunas event for 2 hours endurance race.
Yeah.
Or I can be wrong, but it was quite huge. And first upper corner of this track. So at least it's time to come back.
Yeah.
In another endurance race.
So a lot of work to do with this car.
So oil leak, of course, oil plus fuel.
Fuel plus...
hot temperatures.
I don't think fuel was involved there, because otherwise...
It's quite enough hot parts of the engine, of course.
Yeah. And oil was dripping out. We could see that oil was dripping onto the ground when the car was stopped already. But the track is still slippery.
Anyway, it's slippery because we had rain and plus oil.
And if we look from this viewpoint, there is very, very narrow dry track in the middle of the tarmac only. Not for the full car width.
At what will be next sections for this part of the track?
I think here here is where the oil trace begins, more or less.
Or we need to find some set
Because-
from Jurmala.
Yeah, because in this section was the place where Avdenko went off track and stopped his car. So the question is that now the final lap behind the safety car?
It's still not.
Still on. Lights are still on. And it means that if they will do one more slow lap, after that lap, cars can go onto the pit lane.
First, the safety car must switch off turn off the lights on the roof, but it's still on. So
it's still on, going on to the next lap. So status quo remaining. "48 minutes just passed since the start of the race." actual start was a little bit later, but we have this 2 hour. Actually, we have a finishing time. It was 21:30, and it was calculated backwards. Big difference, I guess. Also, if we are thinking about the last 2 laps from the first endurance race, quite a lot happened during those laps.
It's question about rain. By the way, it's what about time for pit stops? Almost here.
Almost there. Just 1 minute to go. So I told that at the end of this lap, they can go in already.
Oh.
And if the safety car will do 1 more lap, then you are almost obligation. You have almost obligation to come in, because otherwise you will lose out.
Yes.
So the first cars, first drivers, they must have a very quick decision. And we probably will have.
It could be the same time for
Yeah.
for
But
ending
I-
of the lap and for
yeah.
beginning time for the pits, mandatory pit stop
Yeah.
for this race.
That is just 30 seconds, and then the pit stop window opens. So those who have slower drivers at the wheel, they should pit now and over to the pits.
So it's time for mandatory pit stop. It's
Yeah.
possible to do it right now.
Yeah, because we are in 70 minutes still to go, 1 hour and 10 minutes. And let's see what happens. Safety car is still on
Still on
track,
the
but
track.
yeah, and still it's lights on. So now everybody must come in. But let's see what happens. The pit lane will be a very busy place.
So yes,
And
as
yes,
you can see,
Kotslamasushvili came in. They had quite a good, quick thinking, and there are others as well. But those who continue, they will lose out now for sure. Not now, but when the safety car will go. Now,
All right,
onto the
guys,
pit.
here we are in the pit lane, and officially the pit lane is open for the pit stops, and we can see almost all of the teams, well, at least the ones we see now, are entering the pit stops for the driver change, or for those actually who do change the drivers. Some of the teams are going solo, and we'll see how it goes. I can see right now in the front of the pack. Let's just check on the guys, see how they are doing. All right, you see them refueling now. Actually, the next driver for the next stint is helping the mechanics to do the refueling. This is proper old school refueling. This is not like using the technologies we have nowadays. This is proper BMW, and the team is working hard. Of course, all the safety measures have to be up to date to make sure there's nothing wrong happening, like fires and stuff like that. So they're well prepared. You can tell the team is working really good. Meanwhile, the other driver is now taking off his helmet after his first stint, trying to wait for the time when he can get out of the car. Actually, this is an interesting rule. They still have to wait. When they finish the refueling, only then the driver that has done the first stint can get out of the car, which is really interesting. So I bet he cannot wait. I bet he cannot wait for the change, as well as the driver for the next stint cannot wait to get behind the steering wheel and actually get racing. So We'll see how it goes. We're still waiting for some of the other teams. We can see Bruno Blumbergs. He's getting ready. He's right over there. Blumbergs is ready to rock and roll. His teammate Carlos Zenidis has done a really good job in the track in the first stand. They're both are rookies. We had a chat with Carlos Zenidis actually at the start of the race on the starting grid, and now it's Bruno's time. Bruno's experience in rallycross should help with all the traffic and all the overtaking and everything in the racetrack in BaTCC, as well as his judgment of the car overall. I mean, he's used to 600 plus horsepower supercars and rallycross. He should do well with the BMW. I'm sure of that. The only difference would be probably the conditions and the slippery conditions right now. That's what I'm talking about. Although I spoke to both of them, and actually they both admitted that the slippery conditions probably actually would help them both, because they're used to controlling the cars, going sideways, drifting, and doing all that. So that means that the experience they had before will definitely help them in the 2-hour endurance race. So we see next teams coming in. Probably the next one will be from the Baltic Motorsport promotion. I think I can see their car coming on. That's not them. Oh, wow, misjudged a little bit. That's Carlos Zenidis. He misjudged a little bit and braked early. All right, we'll have to pass some teams here. The Polish team now with the Mini Cooper, and of course the rest of the field. We are going to see how the Latvian team, the rookies, do. And there they are. This is Bruno getting ready. That is Carlos in the car. He's waiting for the chance to get out of the car and finally have some proper rest. Although his stint was quite a dramatic one with the safety car out there and just cruising around the BaTCC racetrack, which is not ideal for a racing driver. I mean, they would want to go flat out. They would want to go full speed, and and this is at some point for some drivers, maybe sometimes it's disappointing or disturbing when you have to just cruise around and wait for something you don't even know. So we'll see. You can see the Polish drivers now changing the drivers for the team. Getting ready for the second stint. It's a beautiful looking Mini Cooper, if you ask me. I mean, whew, the color and the tinted windows and all of that is just beautiful. All right, the team manager is giving orders to the drivers. So he says, as far as my Polish actually goes, he says to calm down, there's no stress, we still have time, so don't rush it, do it properly, right? Was that right? All right, okay, there we go. So my Polish is not that bad. I understand at least that much. This is good. All right, 2 more minutes. That's what the manager is saying. Let's have a look what the Latvian folks are doing. So the drivers have changed. We see Carlos Zenidis is actually out of the car. He's right there with us. Carlos, quite I would say, a messy first stint for the team, but I congratulate you on debut in the touring car or the circuit racing. This is fantastic.
Yeah, for sure. It wasn't quite the full experience. Got only to drive for half an hour, but hopefully Bruno enjoys the rest of it, just like I did.
Yeah, he was quite nervous, just like you were before the start. And we discussed with Bruno, like behind the scenes, that his advantage probably could be his experience in the rally crossing, because you have pretty much the same situation with other drivers, with other cars and traffic and stuff like that. So that may be his advantage. How was it for you out there?
Well, I made one overtake, which felt quite good, and yep, and later just played it safe when the 2 cars in front of me crashed, and I went by and got into first.
Yeah. All right. So far, so good. How were the track conditions? Was it really slippery out there, or was like acceptable?
Acceptable. There was kind of like a drier line, and you could go pretty much just like on the dry, basically.
All right, Carlos, you've done your job now. Fingers crossed for Bruno that he does well. And speaking of results, I mean, I don't want to like sort of jump ahead of the action, but you've done well. You've done well from the start. You were a little bit late on the start. Is this something that you also have to like sort of get used to, the start procedure?
Yep, I think I started with the wrong gear. I was in third. I think everybody else was in second.
Yeah.
Everybody else got the jump on me, but still. didn't lose too many places, only lost one, and got it back 2 laps later, so all good.
Good job, man. Good job, man. I'm happy. I'm happy. And Carter's father, Manoj, is also happy. Manoj, actually, later. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. You can see they're so busy that he doesn't even want to talk to me. But look, they're actually checking on some timing. Whatever it is what they're checking on, it's really important right now. They can't really skip that. So we'll see what happens. But obviously, now Bruno is back in track. Rest of the team's coming in. We have another team with a beautiful Honda Civic, a Latvian team. And it's gonna be Lilda now. All right, it's gonna be Lilda Jugam now behind the steering wheel. She's getting in the car, and we'll see her out in the second stint. There's some discussions going on before she gets into the car. All good. Yeah, a little adjustment for Lilda. But Emils Jakrins is helping her. Emils is always a good fellow. He's a good teammate, and he's gonna do well. As well. Hopefully the team does a good result. There's some dents on the Honda Civic on the right side as well. I wonder where they came from. That's definitely a contact. If the cameraman could show, there's definitely was a contact or something for the Honda Civic. Yeah. So basically, yeah. All right. So basically, they've passed through. You can see the mechanic is doing a proper job. Simple as that. It's repaired. No problem. Let's go have a look. Let's go look. It's straight as a brand new car's door. There's nothing wrong with the door anymore. I love this. I love this. Best mechanics in the paddock for sure. And this is teamwork. Ladies and gentlemen, this is teamwork. Like the driver that finishes the stint helping the next driver for the second stint to actually fasten the seat belts, to get into the position in the car, which is crucial. It's really important because during the racing, you don't really have that much space or time to actually adjust yourself because you just really have to focus on the racing and hold the steering wheel. Meanwhile, the safety car is still out there. So the teams are using this opportunity to come inside the pit lane for the pit stops. And now the car wouldn't start actually, but it does, and that's an old reliable Honda Civic. It always starts no matter what the conditions are or whatever is happening all around it, so it's all good. We see the Daugovic car, they had an issue with oil leak. We know for sure. So Jid Daugovic is showing shut off the car. They had an issue, so we'll see. Now they're refueling the car, which means probably they have sorted out the issue, but we've heard that there's some oil in the racing track as well in Bitternieki, in the forest. So I don't know. I don't want to speculate, Inga. I don't want to say that it's from their car for sure. But I know that they're the only ones that have actually reported that they've had an oil leak. And it was all over the windscreen, which is bad news for the driver.
For not only the driver, the cars,
for the rest of them.
For the rest, yeah. It's for all of them. And yeah, we had a big delay for that. And as you can see, it is full course yellow because they're trying to clean it.
Yeah.
So the race is not stopped, but to cruise, you know, you want a full pace, you want to go.
Yeah, this is what Carlos Zenit has actually told us, that it's a bit sort of stressful because he only had a chance like to drive properly for half an hour.
Yeah.
The rest of the time he was just cruising around, which actually distracts you.
But that's part of endurance as well. You cannot, just cut it out.
You can never know. Yeah.
The time is still going, and you have to gather all the laps needed and to do all the other procedures mandatory, just like this pit stop.
Exactly. Meanwhile, they've refueled already. Daugovic car is ready now. Now, one Daugovic can get out of the car, and the other Daugovic can get in, which and they both have like different helmets, white and black. This is really interesting.
Main difference. I can see.
Exactly. That's the only way we can actually tell them apart, right?
Yeah.
All right. So far, so good. Lelda is in the car. She's ready to rock and roll. Emils Jakrins is shutting the door for her like a true gentleman. This is like a true gentleman. Emils is the best. All right, off she goes. Emils, fantastic to see you in the racetrack. How was the first stint? How did you do? How was everything?
Everything was very slowly because most of the time was a safety car.
Yeah.
And then before the safety cars there was a super slippery section.
Okay.
So everybody almost slipped out. I just have to brake and go like backwards a little bit, but still stayed on track. So everything is fine. Looking forward to have some results.
All right, now Lelde is now behind the wheel. How is the atmosphere like in your team? How is Lelde doing? Is she nervous? Is she worried, or is she cool like a cucumber?
No, I guess we are a cool team. We are doing this for 5th year. 2 times winners in Nankang, so I guess we are confident this year in new car, but still it's good. Car is good, and I guess everything should be fine.
All right, fingers crossed for you guys.
Yes.
Well done, Memils, definitely. And yeah, we'll see if we can have a chat with one of the Daugovic. I think they finally have sorted like all of the things they have to do right now, and we'll have a quick chat and see what they have to actually say for themselves. Because if they're the blame for oiling the track, then probably the marshals will have a say in that as well.
Well, if they will get some kind of information, you know, because it's difficult to see for marshals and their posts from where it's coming. So, but good that someone is reporting at least, right? So
yeah.
we get a feedback from the track then.
And meanwhile, the mechanics are working really hard, cleaning up the car, the mirrors. Actually, the mirrors, I've noticed like how crucial it is in circuit racing in conditions like this to have clean mirrors to see what's actually happening behind you or at the side of you.
Exactly, because, well, for example, let's say as we have BMWs, right, running, so they are pretty similar, and you can expect them somewhere nearby, but just like the race before showed, it could be a very different technique. And sometimes even mirror doesn't help you.
Exactly.
Because you cannot see it.
Exactly, yeah.
But it is crucial. It is of course crucial because as we still kind of divided faster ones, slower ones, right? But it's not the same pace, and you have to work with yourself and to watch around what's going on, you know, how other guys are working with themselves. So.
All right. Daugovic Jr. actually straight away escaped from us. He just went off. He's tired or whatever, or he just doesn't want to comment on what was going on. There was a lot of drama with that team. So we'll leave them for a moment. We'll see maybe if we can...
Maybe the finish will
yeah, maybe we can have a chat with them at the finish. Maybe Girts will talk us through what happened. But then meanwhile, our other teams are now... I see 2 Mini Coopers parked right down the pit lane. And there's some teams expected actually to still come in. I think the pit...
in 5 minutes.
Yeah, the pit window is closing in 5 minutes. So I think they're waiting for the right moment, like for the last moment to actually come and do the work, to fuel up, to change some tires, to change the drivers if needed. And then we'll see how it happens. Yeah, fans in the background as well, waving to all you guys watching. Wherever you're watching, shout out to all the viewers. I know you quite a few out there watching the live stream from the Baltic Touring Car Championship Round 2 and Day 2 in the beautiful Pitkäniekka racetrack with changing weather conditions constantly.
Like roller coasters. I mean, we had everything this weekend. And yeah, it was said that we didn't have a fire. So yeah, with Osmo Racing, we had a fire.
Oh, we had a fire as well. So basically, the checklist is done.
Done.
Now we just race to the finish line.
Yep.
All right, that's good news. Meanwhile, we can see the Mini Cooper teams, both of them, are in the pit lane, the Polish crews, doing their job, obviously.
Also same name, last names. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Good, well spotted. And the safety car is still out there, so obviously does not allow action for us to actually show the racetrack. So we're rather better off with the pit lane and the action we have here. There's something going on with the other team. There's also no intercom connection. The driver says that the other driver actually cannot hear the team manager. All right, a little bit of drama. But I mean, for the final stage, you don't need that much of a radio communication with the team, don't you?
No, just if anything happens.
Then all right. Yeah, all right. Then okay.
He will come. But yeah, usually still, most of the teams I saw, they have boards for notifications, as it's always possible to lose connection, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So you have to be prepared, like a plan B or plan C.
But plan B doesn't cover the fact that usually drivers are going straight and looking straight, not looking some kind of boards, you know, showed to them.
Yeah. That is true. So they still, okay, now it's time for them to go out. They're off in the track. Let's see if we can catch up with some of the guys. Well, basically, those are the last teams actually right now in the pit lane. So let's see if we can have a chat with some of the boys. Can we have a minute with you, man?
Of course.
All good, yeah, okay, take off your helmet, just chill a bit. Obviously, you've done your work. The first stint is done and dusted. Obviously, it's fantastic to see so many Polish crews this weekend here in BaTCC. It's unbelievable. It's so fantastic. Talk us through the first stint. How did it go? And what was the miscommunication with the other driver?
Well, there was a lot of issues, of course, under safety car. We spent a lot of time under safety car. However, I believe if my math is correct, I've put us in a good position. We came out well.
All right.
So the miscommunication was just letting him know about how the track feels, what it's like, to be careful.
Okay.
There's a corner very slippery, to be careful for that. And that overall, just letting him know that in the rain, it really is a game of chicken and he has to fight for it.
All right.
So wished him good luck, sent him off, and hopefully he can bring it home. That's the goal.
I mean, that's perfect. You put it so well. But I mean, I just noticed you were pointing out to the helmet, which looked like there's an intercom problem or something like that. Wasn't anything like that?
No issues, no communication
We
process.
just needed a drama,
If you
so
want
we
the
just
drama,
created
then
it.
big problem. Couldn't hear anything.
And there's another question. It's not like only driver. You have the same last names. Is it your brother?
My dad
Oh,
racing.
it's a dad.
Yes.
All right, I didn't guess that. I
Racing.
also thought it's a brother. So, oh well, that's a compliment for your dad then.
Thank you.
Very well. I mean, how have you been enjoying BaTCC and this weekend overall?
Oh, great. Love the track, love the atmosphere, beautiful. We had a big issue today this morning. During the race, my hood blew open while I was in third
we
place.
noticed it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was me. And so we new hood and the new windscreen. But luckily we were able to make it back out for the third sprint. We had to, go look for all the parts, whatever, but we found them. Great atmosphere, great people, everybody helped. Love it out here.
Super,
It really is
super.
beautiful. Hope
All
to be
right.
back next year.
All right. Oh, okay. Fingers crossed for your team to
Thank
do
you,
well,
thank
and
you.
we will definitely wait for you back next year as well.
Perfect. Thank
All
you,
right.
thank
Cheers.
you.
Super. Dziękuję bardzo. So yeah, so that's I think the pit stops are done and dusted. I don't know what the rest of the teams are doing,
Official pit stops, mandatory pit stops are done, right?
but they can still do extra ones if they want. Yeah, that's
or maybe
business.
needed, so we don't know.
All right,
You
all
know-
right.
You know, sometimes fuel is not enough.
Has happened already
Yeah,
before in the
yeah,
history
yeah.
of endurance racing
Yeah,
for
so
some particular teams
you
many
never
times
know.
actually.
You never know.
All right, jokes aside, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final stint and the final, I'd say, hour exactly
Less than an hour.
of not only the 2-hour endurance race, but for the whole Baltic Touring Car Championship Round 2 weekend, which has been so far fantastic, full of action, racing action, inside and outside the track, of course. And also ever-changing weather, which is not so common maybe in Riga and during this beginning of summertime. But I think that just gave us
Put it
a
at
little
tip,
bit
you know, it's
more.
like another-
Yeah,
another
it's
tip.
exactly. So just gave us a little bit more drama than expected, and I think for the viewers, for the TV viewers, throughout the day, that's just brought them more adrenaline sitting at their couches
Yeah.
and watching.
What's next, Oscars? Champagne showers.
Oh, champagne showers.
The
We
final
can't wait
ones
for that.
today is the final ones today, and I'm sure that all the teams already waiting for that because the guys driving in the track are the final finalists to
Yeah.
receive their awards, and they are so weighted champagne showers, and it is weighted. How many hours? 14 hours
Oh,
today,
many
right?
Hours. Many hours. There's still some teams coming in. Actually, if we can
yeah.
have a look over there, there's
like
still
you said,
some teams.
mandatory may be done.
Exactly. But they can do some. Okay. I thought for a moment they're gonna actually stop by us, but no, they changed their mind. So this is unbelievable. No, we're not gonna go back there. That's for sure. We have a Porsche coming out, but that's not for this
No,
race.
no.
I was almost about to say the Porsche is back in the race, but then I figured, no, that's not gonna happen. No. So yeah, so as I was saying, so far so good. We're still a bit more, and then in the middle, sort of the 2-hour race, the final race of the weekend. And speaking of the championship and speaking of the racing, the next one's going to be a quite nice one in a track we really well know. That is in Pärnu.
Yeah, it's going to be on the 7th of, I guess, right, of July, and it's gonna be crowded. Everyone missed that track. It's like the easiest for them to learn as they they express themselves. But it's always crowded, and it's always with the battles, because everyone is quite brave to start to do something. That's a lot of place to slip out. So a lot of, like, quite a good playground for those, right?
Yeah, definitely. We've experienced so much going on in that track as well. So, but we will not just jump ahead of the action. We still have to round up and finish up the weekend here in Riga and Biternik racetrack, which has been fantastic so far. And we'll just wait now for the safety car actually to get out of the track and let them race. Exactly. So fingers crossed it happens soon, and we'll still have some racing action to show you. And afterwards, we'll meet them in Park Ferme.
As always.
So we are here a little bit confused when looking at the timing tower. Actually, we saw, and you saw also, one big truck driving on the track in the background, and I guess it went onto the track to pick up that oil which was laid down by car number 24. Anyway, the safety car is still on the track, and it means that there is some lack of safety. Cars are forced to go quite slowly, but talking about who is the leader, it looks like number 72 Road Racing BMW should be this car, but I can't explain how number 71 is in front of him and not in front of him on the track, but not in the results. So something should be very wrong.
We have two cars with one lap down, 81 and 411. In this case, then car number 17 again, one lap down looks like. Okay, so yes. But safety car must to catch up leader.
Yeah,
the main idea.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
yes, so not these cars. In this case, these cars even have advantage because they can catch this train.
Yeah.
From another side, of
Okay,
course.
it remains to be seen, but I think there will be some arguing with stewards afterwards. So race control track is being cleaned.
Okay,
What does it mean?
Okay, so this is our
yeah,
cleaner.
Yeah, that is the machine we saw, just washing the track with water, going through motor
With some
museum
pressure,
section.
yes. Oh.
So it will be wet once again. But how many laps will this car do?
Because it's not about 60 kilometers per hour, you know.
No, and now that's interesting part now.
Yes.
Staugavic is going to overtake.
It's car wash.
Yeah.
Time for
Yeah,
to wash your
free.
car from one side, then from another side,
yeah.
and after at the end of the race, your car will be clean.
Yeah, free car wash.
So maybe it will be the same situation in Pärnu, and it's only one option how we can find extra drivers from Estonia.
I don't know. I think that in this situation in Pärnu they would stop the race. Of course, it's up to race director what he or she decides, which is the best option.
But
yeah, I have to admit that I haven't seen street washing machine on the racing track during the race.
Yes.
Okay, maybe in America, but
yes,
in
America,
States in different series. But then usually they are even behind the safety car, so quite similar what we see here. But now it looks like that heavy machinery has left the track as the safety car is on the main straight. But the question is if it returns onto the track and does another lap or half a lap actually, because there is no need to wash the main straight.
No, finally we can find better information, you know. or not? At least for position, it's okay.
I'm
Oh,
not
sure
sure.
this,
I'm not sure
yes.
what is going on
Because
there.
the same car number 81, okay. I
I-
like this Toyota Corolla, but still it's not
Yeah,
position for this car.
I'm ready to believe that 72 may be a leader, but on the other hand, it's difficult to believe. And I would rather think that those two cars, 72
But what about
in
number 17? I think
it
it
should
could be,
yeah, it could be, well.
because our chums worked pretty well on the track. He
Yeah.
was even second before that pit stop.
Yeah.
So
But on the other hand, if they have all 5-minute pit stops, how number 411 could jump number 17, and how number 71 managed to drop from first to 11th? That is still washing going on. Now through the hospital turn and towards, the machine returned to the backside of the track, so he's doing another half a lap there. And they can wash their cars once more. And look at how slippery it is now there. So the cars are going through the hospital turn, and there is new asphalt, and you could see how slippery it was when washed by that heavy machinery. This surface is much more abrasive and not that slippery. Well, this train of cars is going past the washing machine, if we can call it this way. But yes, it is something I've seen in American racing series. When there is some incident, cars are cruising on the track behind the safety car, and then all kinds of service machinery is sent out to clean the track. And sometimes they even use old jet engines to dry the track, but this actually usually happens when the race is stopped, especially on the ovals, because on ovals there is no racing when the surface is wet or damp. It's a misunderstanding that in America they don't race when it is raining. Yes, they do, but they don't race on ovals when it's raining. Of course, cruising behind the safety car, and we suspect, yes, that something is wrong. You can't see the timing screen, those of you who have opened the Speed Hive app. Those of you can see it, but I think there is some confusion. It remains to be seen. As it stands, there is still 38 minutes and 38 seconds to go. So if the track will be ready, let's say in 15 minutes, there is still will be still more than 20 minutes to race. And even on this slippery and wet track, they can do lap times like 150 or even faster. So maybe some 10 more racing laps. Depends on when the heavy machinery will leave the track, and nobody knows when it happens. Meanwhile, all the cars are running in one long train behind the safety car. It's annoying, of course, but what you can do? Nothing. It's just happening. cope with it somehow. And the timing tower says us that number 72 Roder Racing BMW should be the leader in front of number 81 Akap Racing by Yoyam Toyota Corolla, and in front of number 411 Lick Racing Division by KTK BMW, who is number 17 VIP Tuning Team Artyom Kozlamazashvili, number 17 in 4th, and number 80 Degviela Motorsport BMW in 5th, number 96 Autokas Lita in 6th, Degviela in 5th. But let's see, it's race control and stewards who should decide what is wrong and what is not. As it stands, we assume that everything this timing screen shows us is correct. And it's the base where the race will be restarted from. Whenever it happens, we don't know. Not the most spectacular way to race around the Pikkerneki track, but we saw what happened. Number 24 had some issues with its engine. Oil started leaking, then caught fire. Car stopped on the track side, but even before it, it had laid quite a lot of oil on this part of track, and the car stopped. The driver jumped out and extinguished the fire. And car was put onto the flatbed and brought back to the paddock. But there was a lot of oil on the track. These yellow and red striped flags mean that track surface is slippery. This picture comes from Kino Studio or Cinema Turn, which was the most slippery place. We heard Richard Shubetskis explaining that in front of him Kozlamazashvili lost the car more or less, and he, trying to avoid a big crash, was forced to go into the tire barrier with the left side of the car. Car was not that badly damaged, but much enough to retire the car, so race was over for Shubetskis. Kozlamazashvili lost some positions as a result. Then number 71 Baltic Motorsport Promotion BMW took the lead, but it's really mixed now, and we had pit stops in between. Pit stop window was 20 minutes, and there were crews which entered the pit at the first possible moment, and there were ones who led this stopping to the last possible moment. So every kind of tactics more or less should be the result. Pit stop cycle shouldn't change the ranking on the track, because the pit stop duration, minimum duration is 5 minutes, and it's usually enough to have a stop and return. So if you have a more or less normal pit stop without any emergency work, you can return onto the track after exactly 5 minutes. So that big fluctuations in our ranking, I can't explain them. But yes, somehow they have happened, that's for sure. and safety car is still out. We haven't seen this track washing car anymore, track washing truck. No, it isn't here. Maybe it is in some other sections of the track, but I can't say much more. 32 minutes till the end of the race, still remaining. So actually more than a quarter of the time. These are results by class. Road racing should be first. Yes, it was BaTCC 1. Number 81 Toyota should be first in BaTCC 1, then BMW Turbo, Beep Tuning and Bing. Oh, okay, you can read it yourself. Slow circulating is going on. No sign of safety car leaving the track, and Pavlo has meantime returned from the pits. So what news do you have, if you have something?
At least I saw this guy. This is Martin Zenitis, father of Carles, and he explained how Baltic Motorsport Promotion car lost leadership in this race.
So I think our audience wants to know what happened.
Yes, firstly he explained that they lost the right moment to visit pit stop. Of course, it must be the very first moment.
Yeah,
you know?
they did one slow lap.
Yes. So another point, it's when they began to work with the car, they forgot about time. About 5 minutes, you know, so yes, and after they needed to wait more time. So actually it's an experienced driver, it's an experienced team in this type of competitions, you know, because this team, of course, worked a lot with different countries, different drivers, but in rally, of course.
Mainly rally. They have been here also, but I've seen some Baltic Motorsport Promotion Fords here around, but in sprints. And endurance racing is totally different beast.
So, and they, of course, lost their position.
Okay.
But very interesting that we have car number 72, Roda Racing, and this team, you know, uses their car, special some equipment from Baltic Motorsport Promotion at the same time. So. Ironically, of course.
But it doesn't explain how they can be one lap in front.
But yeah, we need maybe to calculate every single moment from one place.
It may be possible because of the safety car. Because safety car gathered all the other cars, all the racing cars behind it, and I don't know. Probably it's possible that if this race will be restarted, then checkered flag, the race is over.
It's finished.
Yeah,
it's
finished.
At least we can say that we have winners.
Yeah. 28 minutes were still to go, but track condition was such that racing was not possible.
You told about car number 81, and what we can see.
Second overall.
Amazing. Again.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. If it's right, but it should be right.
Yes.
It should be right.
I think organizers had a lot of time to calculate every single lap.
Because its timing system is fully automatic.
Yes.
If their pit stop was long enough, at least 5 minutes, they went in on the first possible occasion, and if they really calculated right, they could be really in that position in front of 411 and 17. Why not? But I don't know. It looks like unbelievable.
Oh, I remember last year Macau Grand Prix, the same situation.
Okay, this is not Macau.
Yes, but the same a lot of time with the rain conditions, with safety car. The same for the last race today and this weekend, of course.
Yeah.
And even it's not about 2 hours, I think 1.5 or something.
Even a little bit less, because
Yes.
we started like 10 minutes later.
So official results? Or okay, provisional results,
Yeah,
yes.
provisional, of course, provisional. So Road Racing number 72 is the winner, and believe it or not, but according to preliminary results, number 81 Toyota Corolla Cup Racing by Yoyam is second overall, and 411 Lick Racing Division by KTK ladies crew is third overall.
But at least I like this podium, you know.
Yeah.
Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania.
Yeah.
The top 3 countries.
That at least it was interesting until it was going on. Since the moment number 24 Honda
But since
caught
pit stop,
fire, it wasn't that interesting anymore.
but since pit stop time, I don't know what it was.
Everything was mixed up. No one understood what was going on. So we are a little bit confused, but again,
We can change
Yeah.
situation or results. It is what it is.
yeah. Maybe stewards will have some thinking about it, and over to the paddock.
All right, guys, this is it. Done and dusted, the 2-hour race in the Baltic Touring Car Championship.
Almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours, yeah. 70%, 75% of the 2 hours have been quite a dramatic one.
Yeah,
But
a little
obviously,
shock for guys, but everyone wanted to keep the technique and safe, well, the guys safe as well. So too slippery, and decision was made just to let them drive 75% to get all the points needed in the championship, and then the
And that's a smart decision if you ask me, because safety first, as they say.
Yeah.
And this is definitely the case. But overall, let's forget about that. Now it's time to celebrate. The teams are ready to congratulate, and we just got the news in. It could be that the Roder Racing team doesn't even know, at least Valdis Tikus, who is behind the wheel on the second stint, doesn't even maybe know that is actually won the race with his team.
Yeah.
Imagine how cool is that. So we're just waiting for Valdis to come in. But when they show him that he has to park here, he's gonna figure it out. He's gonna figure it out. I mean, if he's smart enough, he's gonna figure it out. So here he comes. Let's just see the reaction. Guys, make some noise! Woo! Do you see his face? Do you see his face right now? I want to use this opportunity to congratulate Helms on a fantastic debut. It was first race and first podium.
Yes.
It doesn't get better than this.
Yeah, it's of course the best I could ever expect from this one, and it's a huge experience, and having the first place in this, it's great. And thank you for the team, and double win for Roberts Road Racing, so that is great.
Ah,
Thank you.
super. We'll go and
What?
hook up with Valdis Tikos. Valdis, get out of the car. Now, sometimes,
Look at his face!
Valdis, just sometimes, it's so good to not have the intercom communication in the car, because surprises like this don't happen in motorsports.
Okay, I don't know what happened. I have to calculate what we timed right or what we timed wrong, but let's go. Number
It's a
one.
victory.
I
It is a
can
victory.
live with this. I can
You
live
can
with
live
this,
with this.
definitely.
Well, so overall, for Towns, it has been really amazing experience and weekend. At least he got to race in the
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
Not to mention that you actually had to cruise around behind a safety car.
Possibly the slowest laps I've ever done,
Exactly.
apart from out laps.
But
Yeah.
what a debut for your teammate. I mean, you have to give it to him. He
Yeah, of
pushed
course.
really hard.
Yeah, if he wouldn't be there where he was, we wouldn't be here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So overall, we're finishing the weekend on a positive note for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Didn't wait for this though, but yeah,
All
we're
right.
good. We're good.
All
Thank
right,
you.
well, congratulations once again. We'll see you on the top spot of the podium, all right?
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you.
Guys, this is amazing.
Face of the
This is amazing. I think on all of my commentators' career in circuit racing, this is the first time anything like this happens. Has it happened to you?
No, no.
I mean, you would assume it's normal that in an endurance race you have an intercom communication. Now, before that, behind the scenes, we spoke to Robert's Road and some of the other team members, and they said, nah, we don't need any. So there you go.
There you go. Sometimes maybe you need it, but no, we wouldn't have the face we got now for the finish. And he was passing next to the number one, like, what? It's amazing.
It is amazing. Guys, so on this positive note, we are going to end the sort of the racing part of this weekend. So we have to thank all of the organizer team for such an incredible job. I know for somebody just standing in the grandstands, thinking it's just business as usual, but it's not. Every single race is actually a challenge for the team, for us, for the media crew, for the production crew. Shout out to you guys as well. And shout out to Inga. I mean, you've done so well today.
It was nice to work with you. It was amazing. I mean, to be in your hometown, like in your home.
I have to say, Inga, I mean, you're the best partner in crime I've had in years. So just hats off once again, ladies and gentlemen. So, and it's been our privilege and honor to actually bring you all the action from behind the scenes.
All long day, right?
Exactly. 12-hour shift.
Is it?
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't
almost.
more? It's
No,
more. We started at 9.
No. Yeah, it's 9. It's 12 hours. So there you go. That's the Baltic Touring Car Championship round 2. Done and dusted. And of course, we are already looking for round 3 in Estonia. But before that, we're gonna spray some champagne showers. Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching wherever you are, and make sure you keep updated with the Baltic Touring Car Championship event calendar, because there's still some really good races this season.
Yeah. Looking forward to Estonia and then going back to Lithuania.
Yeah,
so,
and then again in Riga, in the Riga Summer Race. So it's gonna be amazing. So, all right, thanks for now. That's all, and see you in the next race.